Good morning, everyone. How are you doing this marvelous Monday morning? Welcome to the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. We are at a brand new week. We are at a brand new month. My goodness, the year is just going by, and I hope that you're keeping up with it because there are just too many wonderful, exciting, life-changing events that just continue to happen. One event after the other here in Team Effort Network. Family, you are definitely in the right place at the right time with the right company, with the right product. Our product is truly changing people's lives around the world. The stories just keep coming in. We heard some amazing testimonies on the call last week. I just cannot stop thinking about the testimony with Michael and Linda McLean and her mom living in that basement. I mean, not living in the basement, living in a home that just was filled with mold, and how she got her out of that and got her on the vitamin sprays. Now this 85-year young lady is running around, cleaning windows, cleaning the house, just has so much energy, she doesn't know what to do for herself. And this is a beautiful thing to hear, that people are getting their lives back, getting the energy that they need to do the things that they desire to do. Boy, that makes me feel good. Well, family, you have dialed into the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. This is your host, Pastor Denise McDowell, along with my business partner, One Star Pastor Del Wafer. The line is open. Who's with me this morning? Give me your name. Where are you calling in from?
Jesse Bowden.
Executive founding member, Maureen Murphy-Smith. Good morning, Jesse.
Hey, I beat you to it, Maureen.
Love.
Good morning.
I see. Hey, but we're there
All right.
Jesse.
Go ahead, Jess.
Yes.
What a great Super 10 weekend we had this weekend down in Greenbelt Marriott. Outstanding.
It was outstanding. I'm with you, Jesse. You did great, Pastor. We all did. It was an outstanding, very exciting. In fact, I'm ready for the next one, which is Vegas, I guess, huh?
Look, hey, Jesse, Maureen is on fire. She rolling this morning, isn't she?
Yes, she is. I've never heard her talk that much.
Oh, yes. Excuse me, I just signed up 2 people, okay? I was on the phone for an hour last night with some people that someone met in Greenbelt in the bathroom. She called, which was a friend of mine. I was on the phone with her last night. The woman is ready to sign up. She is hot. She's coming to the meeting, but she has to want to buy sprays. She says, okay, I want to sign up today. I'm like, okay, I can do what I can.
Maureen, that is great. And I understand you were signing up for more people this morning, right?
Yes, I just signed up 2 people this morning. Yes, I did.
Ooh,
I'm helping my team. We are going. It's going to be a hot spring, okay?
And I understand some of the new people that are just signing up already talking about going to Vegas.
I am helping them to find hotels. In fact, I'm giving them one of my rooms. Yes. They are ready to go. I'm going to find flights. We're not playing, okay, team? I'm going to find flights for them this morning.
Wow.
She called me this morning early.
Ooh, well, family, you hear the excitement. It just continues to happen here, and wherever there's a gathering, when the team come together and there's a TTP, this is the result. Maureen is saying that we had, as Jesse was saying, we had a big Super 10 this Saturday at the Greenbelt Fair here on the East Coast, and our reps were going to the bathroom, meeting people in the bathroom, signing people up.
Sorry. Wait a minute, Pastor D, I got something for you. Linda McLean was in the bathroom telling her testimony about her mom to some ladies in the bathroom. And the ladies came out and bought some sprays because of Linda's testimony. Her mom is sick. Linda went off in the bathroom. Think about it, Linda McLean. Bag.
You understand, family? These are not guests that were invited to our event. These were guests that were just in the hotel. Our reps was just running the people, innocent folks in the bathroom. They're in the bathroom telling testimonies about the vitamin sprays. And I think Kiara must have sold $300 worth of sprays from the testimonies that were being shared in the bathroom. In the bathroom.
I sold $250. I sold $250 myself to a stranger as well.
Wow.
Exciting weekend. Exciting.
Very exciting weekend. Well, let's find out who else is on the call with us. Who else is with us this morning?
Jackson
Go right ahead.
from Heights, Maryland, and Super Saturday brought all this about. Now, if there had not been a Super Saturday, Pastor D, none of this would have transpired. So my compliments to you for making that happen and putting us in a position to win with 10.
All right, Mr. Jackson, and thank you for a marvelous presentation of the sprays. Very edifying, very educating. Some people, there was one lady in particular. She says, I need to know about this product because I want to do it, and my name is going to be behind it, and I want to know what it's all about. And you did a beautiful job delivering what the sprays are all about. Thank you for making that event a marvelous one. Thank you. Well, family,
and the lady's name was Yolanda Smith. Yolanda Smith was who initiated this, right? Oh, Yolanda Smith, Robert Smith's wife.
That's right, the event in the bathroom.
Yes.
Okay, family. Anyone else want to shout your name before I mute out?
Sandy Go in Springdale, Maryland, and I know I missed a wonderful time. Everybody's been telling me, but I pray I'll never miss another one.
And Sandy, we met your guest, so we made sure she was taken care of.
She was in good hands.
Nikisha, Berkeley, California.
Hi, Keisha. How are you, Keisha?
I'm great. God is good.
Good to hear you this morning.
Lloyd Gibson coming to you live in technical living color from Oakland, California.
Denise Moore, Dayton, Ohio. Dayton is in the house. Hey, Denise, how are you? I'm good. How are you, Pastor Denise? Oh, girl, I can't wait to see you guys next week. Next Saturday, family. Next Saturday. I'm so excited. Oh, gosh, I can't wait. Hey, Mr. Gibson, how are you, Lloyd? I hear you, sir.
You know how I'm like them young folks, popping the most like butter and toast.
Ah! Y'all better behave this morning.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
Gone all morning long just listening to the announcements and introductions and everybody coming in with this beautiful, loving, heartfelt passion about Team Effort Network. You know, this is the love that's being generated throughout this company. This is not just a business. This is a family affair here. And I'm telling you, that excitement that you're hearing from Denise Moore, from Lloyd Gibson, from Nikisha, this is true passion because we're loving what we're doing. And like Mel Gill says, if you're not enjoying it, you're not having fun, you're doing something wrong. And this weekend was phenomenal, family. And I know that we had a TTP and Don Joseph had a TTP, and we know Kevin had a TTP. We know Nikisha had a TTP this weekend, Saturday event. But I'm telling you guys, this Saturday here on the East Coast was just crazy. I couldn't believe it. Everyone that we were running into wanted to know more about these sprays. They were like, "What are you guys doing over there? What's happening over there?" And of course, there was other big events taking place in the Marriott where we were. But our reps, as they were going to the bathroom, as you can hear, Maureen say, Linda was in the ladies' room and she was sharing her testimony about her mother, the story that we heard on the call last week. This lady, and I think that it was Yolanda Smith, who actually started talking about the sprays. Yolanda Smith was in the ladies' room and she was talking to the ladies about the sprays. Linda comes in and shares her testimony. Maureen comes in and seals the deal. Now we got two new business partners who joined us from the bathroom at the Marriott, and they're selling sprays. Sierra's selling sprays like crazy. Marina's selling sprays like crazy. And these people who just joined up, who just heard about the sprays, just this Saturday, guess what? They're coming to Vegas. Come on, guys. You telling people that are hungry and thirsty about what we're doing. They made their investment. They signed up. They got the sprays. They love what they heard. It was incredible. And now they are coming to Vegas. I'm telling you, family, that's just not a peak of what 2015 is going to be like. You better wake up and smell the coffee because I'm telling you, we are going full speed ahead. Y'all better jump aboard. And look, tonight, we have a What's Happening Next in 10, the Road to Vegas Blitz call. Y'all better be on this call tonight. Tonight, 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't want to know what's going on before next week, you best be on this call tonight to get some insights and some announcements that are going to be made and what's happening next in 10. Be on the call tonight, 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Team Effort Network, I'm so excited, family. Oral vitamin sprays. We are doing it, family. We are changing people's lives one spray at a time. We are helping people financially. People's dreams, visions, and ideas are becoming reality. Friends and loving relationships are being developed around the globe. And that's what success is all about. Let me get my little stuff together and bring on our coach for the day so we can find out what more she's going to give us to put in our toolbox as we get ready for the Big Ten extravaganza. Coach Nikisha Bond, are you there, my dear?
Hello, can you hear me, Pastor Denise?
I can hear you. What's going on?
Oh, my goodness. We are just having a ball out here. Well, actually, it's kind of raining, and I'm in traffic right now. So we'll see how this call goes. We're going to do the best we can.
Well, we got ice here, Nikisha. I want you to know everything is ice. So we got our ice skates. We will go want everything frozen. The cars, icicles coming from the cars, on the roads, on the stop sign. So we got ice. So I guess
I couldn't even imagine. A little precipitation out here in California, and people just go absolutely crazy.
That's okay. Send them here for a winter. They'll appreciate California.
And I know. Well, Pastor Denise, like I said, I'm in transit right now, so I don't have my notes, so I might go a little willy-nilly. So I want you to just rein me back in if you feel me going off on a little tangent. But today I really wanted to talk about online marketing, because I think that's an area where we really haven't tapped in, and I've seen a lot of really good success, and so I wanted to share that with the team of some strategies that you guys can use to start to market your business online. So, Pastor Denise, I know if you have any questions, just let me know, and then we can go ahead and answer those.
Sure.
So, perfect. So let's just give you guys a background. So, you know, a lot of what you hear is a lot of excitement of people selling sprays on a one-to-one market. You meet one person, they like the sprays, and you sell them to them. The great thing about the internet is you're able to reach tons and millions of people. The downside is there's other millions and millions of people looking to reach those millions and millions of people. And so there's lots of different strategies you can use to increase your search engine optimization. So that's SEO. Search engine optimization. Now you can pay people to do this, but I don't pay people to do this because there actually is a strategy. So first you need to have a website. If you don't have a website, the good news is that Team Effort Network actually gives you a website for free. So it's teameffortnetwork.biz, B-I-Z, /your member ID. And that's your actual Team Effort Network website that you can send people to so that they can learn more about the sprays and the opportunity. Now, one of the things that you can do to increase your search engine result, either for your Team Effort Network website or your own personal website. Now, I like to use Wix, Wix.com, because they allow you to have these great customizable templates that you can use in order to make your own business, make your own website. And when you do that, you're able to create a shopping cart so that people can actually buy sprays from your website. So that's what I do. I sell a lot of sprays online. In fact, I just got an order for 4 sprays last night for $100. And I usually average between, I think my peak month was $700 in sales. But usually between $250 and $700 in sales, just doing it online. People will order online. It'll be transacted through my PayPal account, and then I'll ship them the sprays out. So let's go back to SEO, search engine optimization. So I'm going to use Google as a reference for search engines, but really it's any search engine. They all kind of work the same. So Google has these things called Google crawlers, all search engines do, and they go through the web and they try to pick out the information that people are most likely looking for. So when most people go to the internet, what they're looking for is answers to their questions. A lot of people don't understand this. And that's the reason why what you think might raise your search engine optimization might not. So when Google goes out there, it's looking for answers to people's questions. So if someone goes on there and they're saying they're looking for vitamin sprays, Google looks for which websites are people clicking on and actually transacting through to get the answer to your questions. Because when they find that website, they move that website up in the search engine because that website obviously is giving people the answers that they're looking for. So Google wants to make that website more available for people so that people can get their questions answered. And so search engine optimization comes in is where it's making impressions of your website multiple times so that Google says, oh, I see that website, I see that website, I see that website. Okay, so this is how you increase your searches on Google. You have to make more impressions on the web. How do you make more impressions on the web? The best way to do that is through blogging. So what is blogging? Oh, man. Blogging is really just a word for, I don't know, just writing things on the internet, I guess. You know, because back in the old days, you used to have journalists who had, you know, journalistic integrity. They had things that they had to adhere to. Well, we don't really have that anymore. Anybody can start a blog and just kind of say their own opinion and post that on the web. Some really good blog sites are WordPress.com. You can use that one. Blogger.com. I actually use WordPress. I find a lot of success with that. So when you're putting these impressions on the internet, you want to make sure that you continue to use your domain name. So that's the name of your website. So the name of my website is sprayvitaminswith10.com. And so whenever I do a blog post, whenever I post anything, I always want to put that in the type and even in the picture of whatever it is that I'm posting on the website. And there's a great reason for that. Number one, you want to put it in the text so that Google crawlers can read it and start to see that that impression's been made on the web. And number two, you want to put it in your picture so that when people share it, that your website domain is going to other people's, they're blogging for you, basically. So let me give you a great example. Pastor Denise, you do this actually really, really well. You'll post something on the internet and you'll put your website in that picture, and then other people will go and start to share that picture. When they share that picture, that means that your website name is going around to all the people that those people are connected with, which is really, really exciting. Another blog page that people don't really think is a blog page is Facebook. Now, this is a really, really great one. If you do Facebook right, you can get lots and lots and lots of impressions on the web. Why is that? Because the number 2 website that people go to is Facebook, which is really, really exciting. So if you can make a lot of impressions on Facebook and a lot of people go to Facebook, then the Google crawlers will see that you're making lots of impressions, and they'll raise the domain name site that you have. Raise the search engine optimization for your domain name. So what you want to do is you want to share content. Now, the most important thing about content is you want something that people are going to share, because if people don't share it, then really you're not going to get as many impressions on the web. So what I found for 10 that works really, really well is sharing lots of content about the sprays, because people are really, really interested in what the sprays do, what the ingredients do. They like to see testimonials, and they love pictures. The internet loves pictures, you guys. Anytime you want to do a post, you want to make sure that you have a picture associated with your post. We're also moving increasingly to videos, because the number 3 website is YouTube. So a lot of people are looking at pictures on the web, and they're looking at videos. So those are the 2 areas where you're going to want to put lots of impressions on the web so that you can start to raise your search engine. Now, why do you want to raise your search engine result? I think I've already said this, but I want to just make sure I reiterate it. It's because when people go on the website and they're typing in, say, a disease, maybe they have diabetes, and they're looking for diabetes results and cures, and they're looking for different types of medicine and treatments that they can use for diabetes. If you're doing it right and you're making lots of impressions, and maybe you're talking a lot about diabetes, you'll be one of those search engines that come up. People will then go to your website, and the goal is to get them to check out through your cart if you have one. If you don't have one, the next best result is that you make enough impressions that people will contact you directly. Now, again, most people like to buy things on the web, so I highly encourage you to maybe take a look at some of the other websites out there. I know that GoDaddy.com, they'll also allow you to create your own website to get some type of an e-commerce cart so that people can go ahead and buy sprays through, because people are willing to buy these sprays on the internet. Now, you can't say that about all products. Not all products sell very well on the internet, but these products actually do, because you can give people enough information that they will want to make that transaction. And I can tell you what's raised the most, what's raised the revenue on my website the most is adding the testimonials. So you guys hear these testimonials every week, right? All you got to do is write them down, give credit to the person who has who gave you the testimonial. Most of the time when they put them on the calls, it's usually public information, and post that on your website, because I'm telling you right now, people love to look at those testimonials, because that's really what they're using to make their decisions. So the more of those testimonials you can get on your website, which is why the 10 TV is so exciting. So let me go back. Okay. I'm getting all excited, Pastor Denise. You know how I get about this subject. It's absolutely fascinating to me. So I know I'm totally getting off on a tangent. So we were talking about SEO, we were talking about blogging, we were talking about Facebook. Okay, so let's talk about Facebook real quick. We'll go back to blogging on things like WordPress. So let's talk about Facebook, because most of us have a Facebook page. So there's two ways that you can do Facebook transactions. Number one, you can do it on your personal page, which means if you go to facebook.com and you Google Nikisha Bond, you'll see Nikisha Bond, you'll see pictures of my kids, you'll see things that they've done, you'll see pictures of me and my husband. That's my personal Facebook page that I have with people that I actually know as friends. Now you can have a Facebook fan page, which is, for mine, is Spray Vitamins with 10. If you go to a fan page is not associated with you as a person. So I know there's some people who maybe you're affiliated with a couple of different companies and maybe you don't want to have your name out there, which is okay. You can set up a fan page and allow people to just like your page and then they can see your post. Now, the difference between a fan page and a personal page is that if you start posting on your personal page, the friends that you already have will already see every post that you have. If you create a fan page, you'll have to get people to like your page in order for them to start to see your post. So it's a little bit different. It takes a little bit more work if you don't already have it. Now, you can always invite your friends. Have any of your friends ever said, oh, please like my page, please like this, please like that? You can also invite your friends to like your page, and the more fans that you get, the easier it is to crawl up the Google searches. Now, the personal pages, everybody has lots of personal pages, so Google doesn't look as much at the personal pages as it does at the fan pages, because the fan pages, people are opting in. That means that they're saying, I want to see this information. So when Google's looking for things to say, oh, does this person have the answer to all these questions? It really looks at those fan pages. So that would be the benefit and the downside. The benefit meaning you're going to increase your SEO, your search engine optimization, if you have a fan page. The downside is it doesn't come with actual fans. You have to create fans. You have to create demand. And the best way to do that is to have content that's highly shareable. Now, how do you create more fans if you want more fans? Okay, so one, consistency. That's the most important thing when you're on the web, is to consistently post. Try to post at the same time every single day. Because remember, Google is a computer. Remember, any search engine, it's a computer. So it's looking for consistency. It's looking for things that are like them. Posts that happen all the time. The difference between a fan page and a personal page on this one is that on a fan page, you can actually schedule your posts. I love this option. That means that I could go through for the week and schedule to have posts happen every single day at the same time, and they'll post on themselves automatically. Another way to have, it's really exciting. I love doing that. Another way to have friends is to tag friends in your posts and help create your, get more visibility that way. Now, me personally, I don't like when people tag me in posts. Okay, that's just my own personal opinion. So I am not a big proponent of that one, but that is actually a really good way to increase fans on your fan page, is to tag your existing friends into your post. So that means that they'll see it. And not only will they see it, but it'll also show up on their page, their Facebook page, which means that you'll get more impressions. Now, the good thing about a fan page versus a personal page, the best thing about a fan page versus a personal page is you can actually see insights. So you can find out how many people are looking at your site, where they're looking at your Facebook page from, how many times they looked at it, how many people you reached, how many impressions you got. It shows you how many people shared it, how many people liked it, how many people are coming to your page. You can also link that up with your Google Analytics and find out how many people are actually going from your fan page to your actual site. So I know we're getting a little bit technical here. So if you're brand new to Facebook or you're brand new to going on the internet, here's what you have to do. Start with your own personal page so that everybody knows that you're selling the spray vitamins, right? So you want to let people know, show people about the sprays, put some testimonials on there. If you start to get a lot of people interested in the sprays, maybe start looking at a fan page. And then all you have to do is just, if you type into the search engine on Facebook and say create fan page, it'll take you through the steps. It's actually very, very easy. There's also a way that you can sell things on your fan page because they have lots of apps that are associated with it. So let's say that you don't have a website with an e-commerce application. You can also go to Facebook and use some of their technology there. They have lots of different apps that are available to you. The only reason I recommend is having your own website is so that you can promote it on other social media sites and not just Facebook. Now, other social media sites like Twitter and Instagram, let me tell you the difference between this. Now, I don't get Twitter. I never have. I've tried. I really want to understand Twitter. Some people have a lot of success with Twitter. I just don't get it. It seems like to me you're just going in a big room and everybody's hollering. So what I do to avoid that is I just go ahead and link my Facebook and my Twitter page together. So whenever I post on Facebook, it'll automatically post on Twitter, and then I don't even worry about Twitter. I just go and check it every once in a while, follow some people, follow some people that I haven't followed, follow some people who are following me, maybe make a couple of personal posts, but I don't spend too much time on Twitter. I really just direct them back to my website. Now, Instagram. Instagram is great because a lot of the young kids are on Instagram, and it's all about pictures. Pictures, 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 pictures. Now, what people like is they like pictures, but they don't like ads. So when you start to post a lot of ads, you might not get as many likes. But if you start posting pictures of you and people with the sprays and events, those are the things that work really, really well on Instagram. And again, you can link your Instagram page with your Facebook page, and that way you can post on one and it'll automatically post on the other. And I recommend you doing that because it'll save you a lot of time. It'll help that consistency, right? Having the same message everywhere, posting at the same time, and it'll just lessen the amount of time. So pick the avenue that you like the best is my recommendation. If you're a Facebook fan, start with Facebook, link everything else to your Facebook. So when you post on Facebook, it goes to your Instagram, it goes to your Twitter, it goes to your Pinterest account. Now, Pinterest, it's another one I don't really get. It's really a very visual site, but it's really, really good for ads. So whereas Instagram is not as good for ads, Pinterest is great for ads because people are always looking for things that they like, things that they find are really, really interesting, things that they want to know about, things that they want to share to people about. So again, find the avenue, the social media avenue that works for you and just link everything else to it and work that way. I think that's probably going to be the easiest way. Now, why are we doing this? We're doing this to increase our search engines so that hopefully people will go to our websites and that they'll buy products. Now, there's lots of different apps that are out there that you can use as well. All of these social media sites have apps, and I recommend that you download an app. So the difference between an app and a e-commerce site is just probably it's much easier to navigate when you're using an app versus when you're using like an e-commerce mobile website. So a lot of people will say this is an app, but really it's just a mobile website. And so the apps are really, really good if you want to find the information really, really quickly. So they have Facebook apps and Twitter apps. That way you can do everything on your phone. So you don't have to be tied to a computer. So that if you're out and you're at an event or you meet a new business partner, you want to take a selfie with them, that's a picture of yourself and somebody else, you can just post it instantly to any one of these different platforms, which is really, really exciting. Okay, so blogging. Now, the reason that blogging is really, really good is because that's where Google goes to get the majority of its information. Because a lot of times when you go on the blog sites, you'll find lots of different comments. And when people are doing the comments, that's where people are really kind of finding the answers to some of their questions. And so when you do a blog post for WordPress, you can do, and I'm just using WordPress, for example, because that's the one that I use. You can also have that blog post on your Facebook, on your Twitter, on your Pinterest account. And so, again, you can use one of these to have it post on all of these so that you're getting more and more impressions on the web. And when you start to put more and more impressions on the web, that's when your domain name or whatever it is that you're promoting, and you want to be consistent. So if it's going to be the teameffortnetwork.biz/your member ID, use that one. Or if it's going to be one of your domain names, use that one. Or whatever it is, just use that same tagline or what we call call to action everywhere you go. That way, that's the one that you're getting the impressions on. And so when you're blogging, that's where Google is going in and they're answering questions. So that's a great place to put answers to what the sprays do. Oh, if you're going to be talking about diabetes, this is what diabetes is. This is how the sprays help. Put great testimonials like Jesse Bowden's testimonial on there. And that's a great way to navigate people back to your website so that they go and they buy your products. So that's kind of an overview of SEO, the search engine optimization, which is, I think, the most important if you want to increase your looks on Google. If you already have a domain name and you're trying to increase the look, that's really what you need to do. You just need to get more impressions on the web. And the more dedicated that you can do it on a consistent daily basis, then you'll start to see your fan pages light up. And there's like a tipping point, right? You get to a certain point where you have so many impressions that it starts to work by itself. So a good example is when I first started my fan page, getting those first 100 likes, boy, I tell you, that was hard. That was really, really hard. But then we hit a tipping point, right? We got to about 400, and all of a sudden I went from 400 to about 500 in about a 2-week time span. Now, that was, 6 months of trying to get to a 100, but then 4 weeks to get to, 500. And now it just keeps going on its own. The more I post, the more people who are going to my website, the higher I am on the Google, and it has that whole domino effect. So now I don't even have to post as much as I used to. Like I said, I got a sale last night, and I didn't even post anything last night. And so that's the great thing about it, is it's increasing those impressions, because the more you increase those impressions, the more people will demand your website. The more people who demand your website, the more people will buy, the higher up you'll go on the demand. So it's that whole cycle up. And you want to make that cycle up, and the best way to do that is to get more impressions on the web. So I know it's a little confusing, and it's probably hard because I don't have my notes with me, so I can't be as organized as I like to, and all just spilling. Now you guys get to see what my brain sounds like in the middle of the night. It's just all the time. Pastor Denise, did you have any questions for me?
You know what, Nikisha, I just love the fact that you did pick this topic to talk about, because I know a lot of people spend a lot of time on social media. And sometimes I look at social media, and they're putting things in there like what they're going to wear today, what the weather's like outside. But social media can really be used to build your business. And if you're going to be on, and I agree with Nikisha, take advantage and post your business, the name of your business, your vitamin spray business, or what it is that you do, to spark up an interest. People love good news. And I'm on Facebook, a lot of you can see, and everyone else knows. I'm constantly posting pictures and flyers in regards to the vitamin sprays, and I may single in on one specific issue, like diabetes or fibromyalgia or asthma or something like that, or weight loss or whatever it may be. And I've generated a lot of customers and business partners from Facebook. I know Facebook has some little crazy things on it from time to time, but you just have to delete those people who post those little crazy videos, and you have to worry about them. Yeah, I mean, you do. If you keep getting these little crazy videos about just stuff that you don't want to have anything to do with, who is ever posting them, you just delete that person as a friend. That way, it doesn't pop up on your page anymore, and you and your friends won't be exposed to it. But the blogging, Go ahead.
I was going to say another thing you can do. Sorry to interrupt, because I have some people like that. Actually, people that I don't want to unfriend, but people that I don't want to see the things that they have to say. You can do something called unfollow. So you can keep someone as your friend and just unfollow them, and then their posts won't show up on your feed. And that's what people can do to you too. Like if you're posting something that they don't want to see, they can just unfollow it, and they don't have to see it. So that's another way in case you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, because I had some close relatives who were close to me, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to see that. So, but I didn't want to delete them and have a whole family thing go on. So back to you. Sorry about that.
Oh, well, that was good to know. I didn't know that one.
That's what you're out. You're out.
I have a zero tolerance for crazy stuff on Facebook. We'll talk about it later. we'll hook up somewhere else. But it does work. It really does work. And you're looking, I mean, everyone really wants to, I'm really learning. People really do want to take care of themselves. They really do. And they're listening for something that can help them with something they're already dealing with. Social media is just where everybody is now. It's just a way to communicate, sad to say, but it is. So you have to take advantage of that. And it won't bite you. Facebook doesn't bite. Computers don't bite. It's really just pushing a couple of buttons and sending pictures and browsing. It's really as easy. It's easier than what you think it is for those who may not be a part of social media. So, Nikisha Vaughn, thank you for that. I just hope somebody did take some notes and just start, typing in blogging. Go to WordPress.com. Everything is so easy, step by step. They'll walk you through how to set up a blog, how to post it. It's really just very easy. Just take that positive risk. This is 2015, family. You got to get out that comfort zone and just do something spectacular, because it's going to pay off this year. 2015 is the year you're going to be glad you did something different. You know what? I want to bring in Vicky. So Vicky Soto, you're on the call with us, and Vicky, like we were saying at the beginning of the call, we have a call tonight. Tonight, what's happening next in 10? The road to Vegas Blitzman. Vicky is always on to remind me some things that I should say. So Vicky, what did you suggest about that call tonight?
Well, hi everybody. Good morning. Good Monday morning.
Good Monday morning to you.
Yes, good morning. Good morning. And Nikisha, before I even say what I got to say, I got to tell you, girl, that was awesome. And I didn't take fast enough notes. Okay, I'm gonna talk you into writing an ebook or something so we can just buy it from you because you got so much good information. There's no way you can put it all on one call. I know that. So please consider us and just make an ebook or something so we can get it from you. But anyway.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. She just has some good stuff. I'm gonna have her up in Las Vegas.
Yeah. What I wanted to say is the call tonight, Mel Gill's getting on the call. It's been my experience that whenever you have him on the call and everybody invites their friends to the call, their friends are like, who's that guy? I mean, he's so dynamic. Nobody knows this, but when I first started this company, when I started working here, the thing that attracted me to it was Mel. We had Mel on a broadcaster, and man, I couldn't leave the computer. I was like an old lady in the casino. You know how they never leave the seats? I'm one of those old ladies, by the way. I could not leave the computer. That's how strong he is as far as attracting people. He has the law of attraction in full effect, okay? So I would advise everybody to invite everybody to the call so they can hear him speak and also, of course, hear our testimonies and our family because our culture is so strong. People are attracted to our culture. So that's what I wanted to say.
All right. Thank you, Vicki. Thank you for sharing your help. And I have Miss Executive Founding Member Maureen Murphy-Smith on the call. She was just so on fire this morning when we opened up. I didn't want to cut her off. Maureen, are you there? Maureen Murphy-Smith, are you there? If you are, unmute.
Yes. I'm here.
Now, I wanted to bring you back because you brought such passion at the beginning of the call. You've just been on fire since you had that your 10 event at your house on the day we snowed out. Picked up again yesterday. And then early this morning, you're sending me text messages that you're still signing people up. So does everyone need to be a part of what's happening in 10 or what?
Yes, they do. Absolutely. Like Kevin always say, sign me up again. For the first time, I'm saying sign me up again. I am getting so excited, about this product. And like you said, I shared my testimony for the first time, which I've never done regarding some of the things that the sprays has done for me regarding really, really bad migraine headaches. I've had them for years. Now my doctor says, well, what's going on? You don't need any pills anymore? I'm like, no. I used to have bad migraine headaches so bad. I would sit even at work, when I was in New York, I had to sit in a dark room and turn the light on for at least for half an hour. It was bad, really bad. It started slowing down. But now for the last year, I haven't had any of that at all. So I'm really excited about that. And I think everybody should it's really important. Like, for instance, everybody that you need to go out and tell them about these sprays. Don't be like me. Something happened to me where I had a group of people on a list, and I said to myself, oh, they're executive. They're not going to be bothered with this. They don't want to. I'll call them in another time. I'll call them next week. It so happened on Saturday, one of my friends I've known for 7 years, somebody met her in the bathroom, and what happened? I had to sign them up under somebody else, which is okay, don't get me wrong. But she was mad at me. She's like, how dare you say I'm not ready for something? I've been with you, I've been working with you, and you worked for 7 years, and you kept the secret to yourself. How could you do that, Maureen? She was annoyed at me. So take it from me, guys. Do not disregard anybody. That friend, that executive, just tell them about her mom is sick. Thank God for Linda was telling her about her mother. Her mom is sick. Her name is Dee Carroll, and I hope one day we'll have her on and tell her story. Her mom is sick in a nursing home. And she looking for Linda, opened up the door regarding her conversation in the bathroom. She would not even bother to even make a step. Whatever Linda had to say to her, she said it was very, very important. They went and bought sprays, not 1, 4, 5 sprays. It's really, I'm so excited. I can't even bloody talk. In fact, that's allowing me to talk, actually. But please tell everybody about these sprays and do not judge people. Do not judge them, but don't, say, oh, I'm not ready. Just do it. All you got to do is, in fact, I look forward to my nose now. I'm so happy when somebody tells me a no. Because somewhere along the line, guess what? I'm getting a yes, and guess what? And that person will be an ace. He would be my ace. So forget about the 100 no's. The one person that says yes, that's going to be your ace, and that person's going to run along and build your business. So, guys, go out and get it, and let's get ready for Vegas, because here we come. We are changing the world.
That's right. Wow. Thank you, Maureen, Executive Founding Member. Thank you, Vicky Soto, Executive Founding Member. And thank you, Coach Nikisha Bond. Let's go out to the UK to get Dr. Nita Poole to bring us our quote for the day. Dr. Poole, are you there?
I am here. Can you hear me okay, Denise?
Yes, I can. Wow, a lot of excitement for Monday morning.
Whoa, absolutely, and great information too, and really, really looking forward to hear what Mel has to say on the call. As you know, it's in the middle of the night here when the call is on in the USA, but thanks to Terry Whitener, it's always recorded. So, folks, if you missed the call tonight, make sure you go onto YouTube and hear Terry's recorded call, basically, or go into the Tenacious group, and he always faithfully posts it every single day, the calls in there. So absolutely fantastic. So some news happening around the world. A lot of things happening about drugs, both, illicit drugs and pharmaceutical drugs that are very, very, actually very relevant to us, because we've got natural oral sprays. We don't claim to treat, cure, or prevent any particular disorder, but what's happening in the drug world is so very, very relevant to us, because our sprays are natural and because we're getting absolutely fantastic testimonials. Now, for example, they're actually going to be bringing in something called a drugalyzer. It's almost like a breathalyzer, but if you're driving and under the influence of either too much alcohol or certain drugs that can affect your capacity to drive, and there are many drugs that can do that, things that, for example, decrease the quickness of the brain, then there's an increased incidence of accidents. So actually from today here in the UK, they're going to be bringing in something called a drugalyzer. Now, many of the drugs that are considered to be not suitable for driving, taken in certain amounts, are not only things like cocaine, cannabis, etc., but also prescription drugs like diazepam, which is Valium, clonazepam, lorazepam. These are all these PAM kind of endings. These are drugs that are used for things like anxiety, sleep. They're not drugs that one should be on for a long time. They should be used temporarily, but people are using them longer than they should be. Now it's going to be illegal to drive with a certain level of that in the body, basically, because it can slow your reactions. But some of the drugs are also pain relief drugs, morphine-type drugs, or calming drugs, those sorts of things. And there's a whole list of them. Now, why is that relevant to us? Because we've found that there are people who've been taking our sprays, because it has things like 5-HTP, 5-hydroxytryptophan, which is a precursor to mood chemicals and sleep chemicals like serotonin and melatonin. These sprays are actually helping them sleep better, be calmer. I know, for example, Nikisha has described that she sleeps better, her acid reflux is better. It just helps her because she's a very, very busy lady. She's got a family, she runs several businesses, she's absolutely fantastic speaking, as you can hear. And sometimes she just needs to relax a little bit, and she's finding, for example, the Super 10 is helping her with that because it's got the 5-HTP and it's got the antioxidants and ionic minerals in it. We're finding that not only the Super 10 is helping calm people, but the cell energy is helping calm people. So why take risks with driving when you could try a natural oral spray? Why risk having your license taken away and a huge fine when you could have a natural oral spray and perhaps it just may well help you? So, absolutely incredible things going on. And the pharmaceutical world, in fact, there's been reports from the World Dementia Forum to say that they really need money spent on dementia drugs, because there hasn't been anything vastly new that has helped for about the last 12 years. And that's because the funding that's going into the pharmaceutical companies for nervous system projects is reduced, basically, and because of the cost of the trials and because of failed drugs. Now, why do I mention that? Again, we don't claim to treat, cure, or prevent, but we've got testimonials, including Renetta's mother, where people with actually quite severe Alzheimer's have actually improved by taking our cell energy, our Super 10, which have the antioxidants, so it's mopping up the inflammation, it's clearing the free radicals, the toxins in the body, by taking the B boost, which has B12, B6, B3 in it, which is very, very, very important for neuromuscular function. And, for example, dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, these are all disorders of the neuromuscular system, basically. And, in fact, Parkinson's, you can't even produce certain really, really important chemicals in the brain that are very, very important for nerve transmission, basically. So, our B boost comes in there. In fact, our D power also, because the vitamin D council, you can just go onto that council and you'll find there's a lot of nervous system disorders and elderly disorders, whether it's Alzheimer's, diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, that are associated in some cases, and in a high proportion of cases, with low D3. So, these are huge things that are happening out there in the medical world and in life in general that shows that our sprays can help, basically. It's definitely worth a try. In fact, the scientific companies are trying to work on syringes that cannot be used ever more than once, because there's such a danger with reusing syringes, because you pass on disease, basically, diseases that are transmitted through the bloodstream. And this is a big thing that is happening both in poorer countries where they're short of syringes and with drug users who are using syringes. But, why is that relevant to us? Because, for example, people are taking B12 injections to get a high absorption rate, because with a tablet you only get around about 10%. Well, why take an injection of B12 when you can have our B boost with B12 at a great dosage that has a 90% absorption rate? That decreases the risk of transmitting infection through a syringe, basically. And we already have testimonials with people with B12 deficiency anemia, people with sickle cell anemia. In fact, Dale, who's often on the calls, I'm not sure if he's on today, but Dale is on the call nearly every single day. Dale himself has anemia. His mother has anemia. It's a kind of anemia that can be transmitted genetically. And they've found, his whole family have found, taking our B boost has helped, basically. Other things that are happening. The menopause, for example, we've had Vicky on the call. Vicky has described how she suffered with, menopause symptoms, hot flashes, tremendously, as well as, incidentally, anemia. Well, actually, there's been a big thing in the papers about women. The menopause at work is not being considered seriously enough, because it can be extremely debilitating, just like Vicky described. Well, it's not very easy at work to handle the symptoms of menopause if you have it severely. Vicky's described that with the hot flushes. Well, it's perfectly acceptable, even at work, to spray a natural oral spray. Imagine if that you could go out and help people. We're not, guaranteeing that it's going to have an effect of decreasing the symptoms of the menopause, but it's definitely worth a try, because we've got loads of people who are benefiting, basically. And another thing that's completely relevant to us, do you know there's somebody who's going to be, this is a transatlantic call, basically. There's someone who's going to be setting out very soon to swim 5,500 miles solo across the Pacific. braving absolutely everything, whether it's sharks, jellyfish, all sorts of different things, as well as the huge exhaustion and the physical stamina that's going to need. Well, do you know what? You know what his diet is going to be? It's going to be tinned meat, obviously because it can't be fresh, tinned vegetables, rice, pasta, tinned soup, and no sugar. We've often said on the calls, sugar is creating a hell of a lot of illness over and beyond obesity and being overweight. It's contributing to things like diabetes, high blood pressure, all sorts of inflammatory disorders. Now, if someone can swim 5,500 miles, the amount of energy that is going to use up, and for over 6 months, he is not allowed to have sugar, that tells you straight away, folks, none of his drinks are going to have sugar in them. That tells you straight away how a top-performing athlete does not have sugar. Why is it relevant to us? We have natural oral sprays, and we have Slim by 10, which is trying to help overcome an overweight problem. And it is very successfully doing that. 5 natural herbal and plant ingredients to help decrease appetite, burn up the calories, reduce the fat, and increase the metabolic rate so you feel more energized, working in conjunction with all the other sprays. And the icing on the cake, folks, is the income opportunity. And we're talking about a hell of an income opportunity. You know, you can earn unlimited income in 10 different ways, and you can earn cars, trips, various rewards, including money to pay for a Tesla. Actually, recently, the Tesla SP85D with 691 horsepower and 2 motors can actually even drive itself, let alone a hell of a lot of other things. Imagine having £1,200 a month as only one bonus towards that Tesla. Folks, people are earning their cars right now. Vicky has earned her car. Denise has earned her car. Dale has earned his car. And there are loads. Maureen has earned her car. There are all those people you heard speak virtually today have earned their cars. And Nikisha's, as you can hear, earning a hell of a lot through retailing, that is selling the sprays individually, basically. So we have a fantastic opportunity. Let's have a fantastic week. George Lorimer said, you've got to get up every morning with the determination that you're going to go to bed with great satisfaction. We've got the opportunity to do that because we've got the TEN sprays. John Maxwell said, success is knowing your purpose in life, growing to reach your maximum potential, and sowing the seeds that benefit others. Sow the seeds of TEN sprays and opportunity, and you'll be doing them a huge favor. Virgil said, fortune sides with him who dares. So dare to be great, folks. And lastly, Anatole France said, to accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream, not only plan, but also believe. Believe in yourself, believe in TEN, believe in Mel and Amy, and believe in the whole team. Back to you, Denise.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Dr. Anita Poole from the UK family. Thank you, Dr. Poole, so very much for those quotes and that information. Pastor Dell, you have any comments to say, sir, before we close out the call?
All I can say is, Nikisha Bond, boy, I tell you, you just lay it out all the time. I love it. I love it. I didn't know that you could unfollow somebody. But you
I didn't either. I found that out, too. I've been just kicking them off, blocking them, counseling. Get out of here.
Me too. Well, good. I tell you, see, we have so many different gifts and talents in this culture of 10 that we all feed off of each other. We all grow from each other's experience and each other's knowledge. Dr. Nita, you know, always a great job giving that information, the inspirational information on health and wellness and how our products formulate in your bodies. All of those things are always great as a result of that. And Vicky, you better stay out of that casino. Every time I sit in front of the computer. But it's great. We had a great time this weekend. We'll share some more about that next week, tomorrow. But amazing time at the Greenbelt Marriott. And guys, let me tell you, if you're not doing the TTP, you are doing a disservice to your business. If you're not hosting Super Saturdays, you are doing a disservice to your business. You're losing 30 to 40% of the potential of your business because you're not doing it. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. I know our hours are gone, but you guys have a great day. And don't forget, we have about one more day. We got an extension on the room block. So if you still haven't got your room, go to Tenacious Facebook page and pull it up. You can go to the Treasure Island, or you can call Treasure Island themselves, hotel in Las Vegas. The group code is TEAM15, TEAM15, to get your room block for March 14th. You don't want to miss it.
Family, it's not too late to get to Vegas. If you don't have your room, if you don't have a flight, you never quit. You never quit. You can get that done up until the last minute. Maureen Murphy-Smith found some incredible. She found some incredible flight costs, just very, very low flight costs to Vegas. So, reach out to us. Let us know if you're still trying to get there, because the way still can be made. You never get this close to your finish line and quit. Don't do that. Don't forget tonight. What's happening next on 10? Be on the road to Vegas Blitz Call. Tonight, 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight, get on that call. Find out what's happening next. Just the name of that flyer. When it says what's happening next in 10, I'm like, oh my gosh, what are they going to say next? I can't wait to hear. They always bring in something from corporate that just flips you upside down. So be on the call tonight. What's happening next on 10? The road to Vegas Blitz Call. 5 o'clock p.m. tonight, the same number. As Vicky said, get your friends, your family, and your guests on the call as well to find out what's going on. And don't forget to join the Spanish call. That's going to be 9:10 this morning in just about another 10 minutes. So if you have Spanish-speaking friends, get them on the call. This same number in about 10 minutes. Memo and Christy will be on that call. And, of course, it's 12:10 Eastern Standard Time. Family, it's been a great Monday morning. Get out there and share what you've heard today. Be back on this call tonight to hear more great things of what's happening here. And Team Effort Network, it just doesn't stop. On the call tonight, see you then. You are loved and you are appreciated. God bless you all. Have a blessed day on purpose.